This right here is the Cap Revolution Bottleman BOT62 Bottleman Team Guts set. And this right here is the Beyblade X UX07 Phoenix Rudder deck set. For those unfamiliar, the Bottleman Team Guts set includes 3 Bottleman figures that are remakes of the old Super B-Daman from back then. Or specifically, the members of the Team Guts trio from Super B-Daman: Combat Phoenix, Wild Wyvern, and Stag Sphinx. The Phoenix Rudder deck set includes 3 Beyblades which right out of the box you could use as a deck in standard Beyblade X battles, that being Phoenix Rudder, Wyvern Gale, and Sphinx Cowl. While B-Daman / Bottleman and Beyblade are 2 entirely different games, what both of these sets have in common is that they include a Phoenix, a Wyvern, and a Sphinx. In fact, because of their inclusion in the latter set, Super B-Daman's Team Guts was alluded to in the Phoenix Rudder showcase video on Takara Tomi's Beyblade channel.
Phoenix, Wyvern, Sphinx この3つのベイで戦いたいガッツが溢れてますよ。
He said it! He said it!
I still enjoy playing with Bottleman and by extension B-Daman to this day, but as an active player in the Beyblade X scene, I've always had the idea to make a 3G deck themed after Bottleman's Team Guts, just to show some appreciation of what came before. And with the recent announcement of the T-Spark Legacy Soul Battle Phoenix remake, I figured now is the time to do so. Although the stock deck set does include the motifs used by Team Guts, the colors don't quite match up. So I wanted to do the B-Daman justice by making sure the colors match, and I figured while I was going through the effort, I might as well make the performance reference how their inspirations did. Since I don't have the original Super B-Daman toys, I may base the Beyblade combos off of the Bottleman remakes, since those are the ones I have on hand. So without further ado, let's get right onto them. Starting with Combat Phoenix, I landed on Phoenix Wing 380 Rush. The closest Phoenix Wing blade that matched the B-Daman was the blue recolor from the Black Shell Random Booster, but that's because of the amount of blue decals that were on Combat Phoenix. It's for that reason I chose the white 380 from Random Booster Volume 1, just so we could have some white on the combo. And once again, going from aesthetics, I opted for the red rush bit from the UX10 Customized Set U. Now from the Phoenix Wing blade and the rush bit alone, this bay is pretty much very close to a meta combo, and it goes without saying how powerful Phoenix Wing smash attacks are when you put it on the rush bit, which I find quite fitting for Combat Phoenix's powerful shots. Let's do some battles with our Battle Phoenix combo, starting with Phoenix Rudder. Versus Phoenix Wing. Versus Drawn Sword. On to Wild Wyvern, I decided on Wyvern Gale 460 gear ball. Fortunately, the deck set included a black Wyvern Gale, so that was a no-brainer. For the ratchet, I went for the 460 from Dran Dagger since the colors of the height base and protrusion rings matched up quite well with Wild Wyvern's crest. Mostly blue with white outlines protruding. And from what I could gather, the OG Wild Wyvern could be considered a control type, but the Bottleman G remake turned Wyvern into a speed type, which is why I chose the yellow gear ball bit from the anime Wyvern Gale. Gear ball does remain considerably stable, which is fitting for control types, but for a stamina type bit, it does move quite aggressively in the early game, which I think is appropriate to reference the speed typing of Bottle Wyvern. Let's do some battles with our Wild Wyvern combo versus Wyvern Gale. Versus anime stock combo Wyvern Gale. Versus Shark Edge. And last but not least, Stag Sphinx. I figured Sphinx Cowl 160 ball would be the best choice for this. I opted for the white Sphinx Cowl blade from his random select for obvious reasons. For the ratchet, I went for 160 from the UX10 customized set, once again going off the Bottleman remake. It included some caps that were meant to do a curved shot. So in theory, 160 would make the Beyblade unbalanced and veer off its maneuver. I'm not sure how to communicate the concept I had in mind for this. And since the Bottleman remake is a control type, I decided to go for the white ball bit also from UX10, a more stable bit than gear ball if we want to go for Bottle Sphinx's control typing, but still leaving a little more room for some evasive maneuvers. It's kind of hard for me to explain why I chose this combo of all things into words, but I hope the idea comes across. Alright, let's do some battles with our Stag Sphinx combo, starting with Sphinx Cowl. Up next, Sphinx Cowl, anime stock combo. Lastly, Vice Tiger. As I've mentioned before, I've always had the idea of making a B-Daman Team Guts themed Beyblade deck considering my background in B-Daman / Bottleman now that I'm active in the Beyblade X scene. This and my Bottle Wyvern DX unboxing, which I posted the other day, was probably the first pieces of Bottleman focused content I've had on my channel since early 2024 with the Bottleman Team Guts set unboxing, so it was nice to go back and play around with Bottleman once again when I was making this video, which again has been in the back of my mind for quite some time now. I actually have ideas for themed Beyblade X combos I want to do in the future, so this video could act as some sort of precursor or a trial run to that type of content. So let me know in the comment section below on your thoughts on it, and while you're at it, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss those whenever they come out. So I'm gonna end things here, and I'll see you guys next time. GG's. GG's.